Hello and welcome to HyzerMedia's coverage of the KiIl Disc Golf Championship. As always, we'd like to thank our presenting sponsors of this coverage, Cosmic Disc Golf, D-Town Disc Golf, and Reaper Disc Supply. I'm Nathan Johnson, and I am joined in the booth by the man who won this tournament in 2019, Dan Brooks-Wells. How's it going, Dan?
What's going on? It's going good. 2019 was a long time ago. All right, Slippery Saucers, hole 10. Par 3, 334 feet. We get into more of the wooded golf here on the back 9. This is a severely downhill hole, so you really got to control the pace of this shot.
Yeah, we got a really close race with only 9 holes to go in this A tier. Paul Krans trailing Harry and Zach Tesone by just 1 stroke. Leaks that one out a little short left, but he'll have a putt from there.
Yeah, I really like the forehand play on this. I think it filters in nice if you hit the line right. He's a little wide on that attempt though.
Yeah, it kind of tickles the branches, but is able to fight through into maybe a deep circle 2 putt.
I see this OB that they have lined up here. I don't see many people throwing into that though. Oh, go in. Oh my god.
Oh, Harry! Off the pole.
They don't
spits
know.
out.
I'm so sorry, Harry, but it's not in.
Oh my god, the reaction. It's absolutely brutal. That's one of those, it hits the ring on the basket that holds up the chains and just jumps out.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, what a horrible break.
What could have been? Well,
Wow, what a shot.
at least it's sat, you know?
Yeah, it's at least a tap in birdie, but oh my goodness, what could have been? Craig turns his forehand over. It's gonna be in that left rough, but oh my god, I'm in shock. I'm still in shock. What a shot.
So good. I'm surprised to see Craig go with the forehand there. I know he's been working on it, but way up for his par.
Yeah, here's Zach now. Probably 60-footer or so. Long birdie bed just low off the cage.
Yeah. Good bit. And in round 1, Zach was the only one to really seem to get any putting momentum going for him. So we'll see how these guys react on the back 9 here.
Ooh,
that answers that.
Yeah, cold-blooded 50-footer right in the heart. I don't know what changed from hole 8 to hole 9 and now 10, but Paul's putt just seems so much more confident. I'm not sure what changed mentally or physically, but that was perfect.
I think he heard you talking.
Yeah,
so
you're probably right. Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. All right, I'll just follow through.
Yeah, it's that simple, Just shake hands with the basket, the putts go in.
Please subscribe. Hole 11 sponsored by Linked Disc Golf Supply. This is a par 3, 325 feet. As you can see, it's really hairy through the trees here. I'd like to say there's a really good line, but it's kind of a hit what you think it is, and it might get through.
Yeah, a bit of a poke and pray towards the end of the flight. Paul opts for the forehand line.
See that you hear him?
Yeah.
He said he threw it so good and he hit something. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Now it's time to make a putt, really.
Yeah, still probably in circle 2. Harry, this looks wide, but decent skip.
Nice. Is that a good roll or is that a bad roll? It's an okay roll.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still putting. Saw Zach throw this forehand a lot on the front 9. Super, super powerful, pretty consistent with it as well. That one leaks a little left, catches something late.
Yeah, it's not the easiest layup because it is like really downhill. It's really sloped. Craig going back to the forehand. This one looks pretty decent. Gets caught up.
A little high.
What's the reaction on everybody's shot there?
Yeah. Yeah, just a couple too many trees to miss here late in the flight.
Yeah,
Here's that
it's
tricky kind of downhill shot you talked about.
well done. Wow, right on the pole. Yeah, and it's like it's one of those things where you don't want to take any trees out because if a storm takes one out, then it did it. You know, nature did it for you. But it's also like, all right, how long are we gonna wait until we take a tree out?
Yeah, and these trees are pretty mature, as Philo would like to say. So, ooh, is that leaks from Paul?
Yeah, missing left. If Harry can pick up a stroke.
Here's Harry. Yeah, able to
There it is.
connect. It's gonna be a two-stroke lead now for Harry.
Yeah,
And
just
Paul's
like that.
this kind of a long comebacker.
There you go. Yeah, that he. I felt like he needed to make that. You know, it's getting later, and you can't fall too far behind Harry.
Yeah, I think if any of these guys, I think tough for Craig to win at this point. But of the other three that are very much in the mix, you got to think that if you don't miss any putts down the stretch, you got a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Right. All right, hole 12, double sponsored by Double Helix. This is a par 3, 358-foot hole. We are playing the long basket, so there's the short, and you really just got to navigate your way through these trees again. This is another one. This one feels, I think, more like a poke and hope than the last hole. The last hole, I even think was a little bit more fair than this one. But that being said, like flip up maybe a fairway or a mid range and let it ride right, and that is a very common result.
Yeah, it just doesn't quite hit that initial gap. Kicks right. We will see how bad the rough is over there. Harry has a chance to get up and down.
This looks like it's on a good route if it misses everything. It kind of did. So most guys, I don't know if most guys are really playing this or expecting a two. I think people are okay with a three, and if somebody gets the two, it's feels really good.
Yeah, I think Paul even just threw a mid range there. I think just trying to hit that initial gap and kind of
Yeah,
like you said, just play it for the par.
yeah. You can throw the mid if you get it turning because it is pretty far downhill. So it probably plays more like 280, like power wise.
Yeah, I mean, this was the second hardest hole on the course at a 3.67 average. So,
Yeah. I think the year I played it was a par four. I think it was listed as a par four. And this sneaks through the right side and he's gonna have a long putt at it.
yeah, not a bad result. Harry over here in the junk.
Yeah. Harry needs to focus on not taking a double. And that does not help his case.
Yeah, hits an early tree, and now he's still got probably over 150 into the basket.
I mean, he is going through an army of trees right there, and that's so easy for that to happen. And now he has to make like a 50-foot downhill putt to save his bogey.
Yeah, it just happens so quick on a hole like this. Zach with a long half bid there for his birdie.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the drop in three.
All kind of a poke and pray putt as
Yeah.
well.
And
Just
they
kind of
both
laying it
know
up.
they both know that Paul's putting for bogey, and they could be tied with him after this hole.
Yeah, that's going to be a double for Harry, just like that. Craig with a long birdie look. Oh,
Good
good
bid.
bid. A little low. I think it's worth a shout out for the two birdies we did see on this hole on the day, Matt Armstrong and Randy Bemis.
Very
So
nice.
that's definitely a bonus birdie.
Absolutely. And don't say we don't bring you exciting disc golf because we are now have a three-way tie for first place after 12 holes of the final round.
Yeah, I mean, what more could you ask for? 3-horse race with 6 to go.
Yeah, could ask for four, but we'll take three.
Yeah, 3. We'll settle for 3 then.
All right, hole 13, sponsored by Elevation Disc Golf. It was a par 4, 380 feet. You have to. This one I think is way uphill. I'm kind of forgetting this one, to be honest. Okay, no. This one's way uphill. It's more uphill than it looks, and you have to hit these tiny gaps. It's all about the tee shot, and if you can pierce this, you're rewarded with an easy upshot.
Yeah, it looks like Paul kind of pulled that one a bit. Catches one of those skinny trees on the right-hand side of the fairway.
This is a common play I see, kind of a flip up forehand, and just try to ride up the hill as far as you can. And he's in a decent position to pitch into the green.
Yeah, it's a great shot. I mean, you can just kind of drive that into the hill, right? So it doesn't really fade out either way. It's not a
Yeah.
bad play at all.
Yeah, I mean you're trying to get as high as you can, but it's kind of a low. It doesn't seem like it right here, but it's kind of a low ceiling as well. And that's a great forehand by Craig. Again, he's working on that, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, let's see Harry after that double bogey. Got to hit another gap here. He's getting aggressive. This comes out a little early left.
And we'll see what he has from there. I see some spotty footing for Paul.
Yeah, like you said, quite a ways uphill, and Paul trying to make the most of it.
I don't know what kind of look he has from there.
It definitely looked like it came out a bit left, but it got through, so Harry kind of go.
Nah, he's I think he's pitching in from there. You could kind of see Harry getting comfortable with how uphill he had to run.
Yeah, he kind of opted for that, sideways run up as Craig just barely catches something late. The sideways run up uphill just to kind of get a little bit more flat footing, but makes it really tough to hit gaps when you have to kind of do that intentional grip lock. A little flex forehand there from Zach.
That's a good shot from Zach.
Look.
Yeah, you know what? They might have moved this basket since I was there. This looks like a little bit harder of a position. That's a great upshot there. I think Harry gives us a bid.
Yeah, about 100-footer or so. Leaks it a little left, but stays close for the tap-in par. Tough hole for only 380 feet. I mean, obviously quite a ways uphill.
Wow, Craig almost put that in. Yeah, it's more uphill. Okay, guys, think uphill, and then it's just more.
Yeah. Yeah, that putt was also uphill quite a bit for Zach. Doesn't quite get the height right. So it's looking like we're going to have another par frame across the board.
Which I think is fine.
Yeah, tough hole. Only 2 birdies on this hole on the day as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see, like, there are a lot of these greens, too, that are, like, on a hill. So, like, the roll-away potential is just scary. Can you mark it behind? You see how he kind of marked it behind? Can you do that? I don't know.
I don't believe so, but it is interesting if your disc is literally leaning on the pole.
Yeah. All right, hole 14, sponsored by myself, DBW Disc Golf. Come grab a lesson. This is a par 3, 315 feet. It is a really fun tunnel shot down the middle. You can throw a mid-range, a putter, a fairway. And I have seen some plays where people throw a thumber, Dylan Reese, over the top and kind of play for more of a par. But these guys, I would assume, are going to throw a putter or a mid down the middle.
Yeah, all very comfortable with hitting gaps in the woods. Just very much about angle control here, and Paul just does a great job of that. Leaks a little left. It might be a tricky putt with that tree in the way, but still a really great shot.
Yeah, and it's so downhill. I love this. Watch it on this shot. If you didn't notice it, you can see people watching from the short tee. There they are.
Nice. Straight overhead. That one leaks out a little right. We'll see if he has a putt in there. Only 25 feet, but might be
Yeah,
nearly impossible.
I'm gonna say I doubt it, but he might. And Craig going with the fairway driver. Oh,
Oh,
he almost
look out.
decapitated somebody.
Good thing those walls are there. That might have been a painful miss. All right, big shot for Harry here.
Wow.
Both of his other competitors pretty close. This looks high.
Yeah, I don't know if he's playing to throw it into one of those trees because he ripped that, and if there were no trees there, I mean that's going 60 past, I think.
Yeah, I would have to agree there. Maybe just kind of got the height wrong, a little high out of the hand. We'll see. That's a really nice. Ooh, and
Sit
rewarded.
down. Yes, that was
Yeah.
fantastic. He kind of had to step out to the left a little bit with the obstacles in his way.
Ooh,
Well done.
what a putt from Paul. A little downhill. Circle's edge. Able to connect.
Yeah, this is a really cool one to get. So that must feel really good.
Yeah, a little low left. Sneaks it in. That gives him the lead temporarily. We will see if Harry and Zach have putts of their own.
Yeah, it's another reason to throw. Notice how Paul came up a little bit short of those trees. It's another reason to throw maybe a putter.
Oh!
Oh man, not happy about that one. Just to come up short of the trees so you actually have a putt.
Yeah, and you can see what Zach's got here. Just trying to thread the needle. Oh, he does, but just comes up
Yeah.
a bit low. Wow. So Paul's going to take one stroke on Zach, and that's going to be okay, one on Harry as well.
Yeah. Take the lead.
Yeah, it's a big swing coming
Yeah.
down the stretch here. Not a lot of time left.
No, there's like
Every-
no time. This is a battle,
Almost.
straight
Yeah.
battle.
Thank you.
And a really good up and down. I mean, he basically played it from the short tee, but in a harder spot,
Yeah.
and got the bird from there.
It was a tough fly from Craig. Nice scramble. Tricky footing here, but just a tap in. Oh, and that's going to be a bogey for Zach.
We must have missed one of the shots.
Yeah.
All right, hole 15, sponsored by Out of Bounds Disc Golf. This is a par 3, 380 feet. You can throw a flick, you can throw a roller, you can throw an air shot backhand. Really dealer's choice. I see a lot of forehands here.
Yeah, Paul likes that play. Just going with a nice stable flex forehand. Gets the
Perfect.
skip. Wow, parks the hole.
That's how you draw it up.
Craig, he's going for the back and deep hyzer with something really flippy. He's looking to get a little bit of late drift, but it's just such a tough shape.
It is. You really have to trust something out on the left side and have a late flip if you're going to throw the backhand. This seems a little too inside, too early. And Harry kind of knew it out of his hand.
Yeah, maybe just a little nose up, kind of just lifted and drifted right on him. This is a shot that Zach should favor his game.
It was the same thing. Yeah, you notice how Paul, like out of his hand, he kind of had the nose down, a little bit of an anhyzer out of his hand. You need to push it straight before you duck in to the right. These guys are punished for not doing that. But
Yeah. Nice up from Harry, though, to keep it to a par. See if Zach can do the same. Just a little touchy forehand. Nicely done as well, but I mean, Paul's parked for birdie. It's gonna bring this lead to 2 strokes now with 3 to play. It's gonna be tough to catch, but obviously not even close to being over yet.
Absolutely not. There's some, a lot of these holes are 2-stroke swing type holes, and it's never over.
Good drive, Paul.
But that definitely helps, you know?
Definitely takes a little bit of that stress away. I mean, I'm sure still very stressed, but
So
yeah,
stressful.
2 strokes. Yeah, I'd rather have 2 strokes than no strokes, if you get what I'm saying.
If you let it happen, disc golf can be so stressful.
Yeah.
But hole 16, sponsored by Lightning Disc Golf. This is a par 4, 422 feet. This is different than what I'm used to. They definitely pushed this one back. I think you can throw forehand or backhand. It doesn't matter. Get into the landing zone and have a nice upshot. Honestly, don't remember this being a par 4 last time I played it, but my memory could be wrong. These guys might be trying to go for somewhat of the green.
Yeah. Quite a ways uphill.
We didn't play this tee pad. This is a new tee pad. That's what it is. So yeah, this is way uphill.
Yeah, just kind of a 2-shot hole here. Just something straight. Keep it in the middle. Chip something around the corner. This did play as one of the easier holes on the course at a 3.74 average. So got to give yourself at least a look at the birdie, especially if you are Harry or Zach, to keep this thing in reach.
Yeah, nice. Nice shot.
Well done, Harry. That should be a really easy upshot. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was way up there. A straight shot into the green.
We'll see Zach go with the forehand play. Let's see how far he can push this up. The trouble is leaking a little bit too right into this pine. But he gets around it. That's awesome.
So you can see how far uphill it is. Paul kind of got to go with the standstill just to try to hit the gap, and wow.
Yeah, you heard him say beat it. He just missed the tree he needed to. And well, probably a birdie there.
Nice shot from Craig as well. These guys are making quick work of this hole, as you'd expect. Little chip sidearm there for Zach. Gets around the corner, leaves him a short birdie putt. Harry almost has a jump putt here.
I feel like he has to try and run this. I mean... Oh no, he's too far. Never mind. No, he did.
Yeah, he might have. That was a bid. Yeah, that had some pace on it. Came out low, but...
Yeah, I mean, you figured
offside.
As good of a player Paul is, you have to take shots. Like, you got to take risks here at the end.
Yeah, I mean, with I obviously didn't start the round that way, but with how confident he looks right now off the tee, yeah, you got to make up strokes somehow. And two holes in 2 strokes, it's going to take something special.
Yep. Seems like we might get a star frame here.
Yeah, don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Did I jinx it?
It's looking. Chances are looking good.
Please, Zach. All right.
Nicely done.
Well done. Well done to the whole card. All right, hole 17, sponsored by Upper Park Disc Golf. This is a par 3, 315 feet. You can take this center gap with a fairway or maybe even a mid. It is slightly uphill, or you can take a huge sidearm up the left side. See what these guys choose to do.
Yeah, I think for Paul, this is just a nice straight, maybe fairway driver, maybe a mid-range. And that is so pure.
Trying to put a tournament away here.
Just looking so in control, you know? So
Hmm.
smooth, hitting his angles, hitting his lines, not leaving himself those tester putts, you know? Everything's been inside of 20 feet the past like 5 holes, it seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you close it out in A tier if you've got if you need to.
Yeah. I mean, Harry might be thinking, I gotta try and ace this. You know, Harry doesn't care about second, third, fourth. Harry wants to win.
Way, you are so
Yeah, you could tell he threw it really hard because you need to get it way up this hill to try and ace run it. So just a little low.
Yeah, Zach gonna show us the forehand line.
Yeah, just a boomer of a forehand. Oh man, that is
low.
smoked.
Thank you.
That
Yeah,
was
that is
awesome.
far. Over OB most of the way. Drops it in.
Yeah,
Wow, you can see the wind really picking up now.
yeah. I mean, I would say Harry has to make this to keep it going. Wow.
Oh, really great effort just off the top. Here's Craig now from circle
There it is.
two. Drops it in. We've been waiting for one of those to drop for him.
Yeah, that was smooth. Like no wobble on the disc. That's what I'm used to seeing out of Craig.
A really nice putt. Here's Zach now. Puts himself within two of the lead, at least for now.
Yeah, and not for nothing. Tied for second going into the last hole.
Yeah, still a lot to play for here, even though if Paul's able to connect, he will have a three-stroke lead.
I
Still a lot
think
on the
Paul's
line.
close enough.
Yep,
Get
just gotta
out of the way,
go through the
Harry.
routine. Oh,
Whoa!
a little high,
Almost had a yip.
but it's
Um,
in.
yeah, a little nerves, maybe a little nerves. All right, it's never over until you finish hole 18, which is a par 5, 605 feet. You have to hit a gap off the tee to get into this open section. You have to chip up kind of into this area right here, and then you have a tunnel into the low ceiling into the basket. So a lot can, go left or right on this hole. Like look at these. It's basically you pick your gap off this tee and you commit to it. And if you hit it, you're in good shape.
Yeah, Paul opting for that right side fairway with a nice soft hyzer.
Yeah, that's fine. Forehand from there or something from there to get up into the gap.
Right now, looking to finish strong. I'm sure not the final round that he would have wanted, but I still put together a solid tournament.
Yeah, and Zach having a good round. And again, we got a battle with him and Harry on this last hole, and he catches one of those middle trees. Where'd that kick to? I didn't see where that kicked to.
It's a little left, but pretty much straight
Okay.
down. Shouldn't be too terrible. Big shot for Harry here. At least put a little bit of pressure on. Hopefully put
Yeah.
himself firmly in that second place conversation. That is smoked.
So that's eagle territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's not that long of a par 5, right? It's only 600 feet. It's uphill. But Harry threw that like 420, 450 off the tee. Craig fighting his way through.
Yep. Sneaks through. Here's Zach now. Just trying to get back into that birdie territory here. Opting for the forehand.
Yeah, and they can definitely still birdie if they can get through. I didn't see where that one got to.
I think caught a tree about halfway through the flight. Paul, if you're Paul here, just keep it in the fairway. Forward progress is all you need.
Yeah. So Paul knows if he pars, he wins,
Yeah.
right? That looks like a good shot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Nice shot from Craig.
I'm excited to see
Think-
Harry's shot.
Yeah, I mean he's got to Got to go for it here, right?
Albatross. That's low.
Just low.
Yeah. It's tough. It's like low ceiling, but also uphill.
Yeah. Demanding shot there that he had to pull off, but he still wanted to have a chance. Needed. Oh, that's smoked.
Yeah.
A little deep there from Zach, but I'll give him a putt.
It's a
Ball
good stop.
here.
It drops
Yeah.
off on that right side.
Yeah. And now that Harry did throw his, Paul just chip this one up. Think he could even lay that putt up if he wanted to. We'll see if he does, but this is still a long eagle bid for Harry. You know he's running it.
Listen, he tried.
Yeah.
He gave us a little bit of excitement, which is all you can ask for.
Yeah. Definitely did not give up until the end. Zach now. I believe this is still for birdie. Just off.
I think this is for solo second. There you go. And he's able to get that.
Done. And a good tournament from Harry. I'm sure not the final round he wanted, coming into it with a bit of a lead, but second place at an 8 tier is nothing to scoff at. But Paul Krans for the birdie.
Yeah.
And the win.
Yeah. Started off shaky, but able to take it down in the end. And Zach.
22 under par.
Zach had a good round. Still a good
Lapse
round.
in focus. Yeah, still a good round. Little lapse in focus there. Not going to cost him a spot on the leaderboard. Luckily, still is going to end up in third place. And there's Craig tapping in the par to finish out his day as well.
And your 2023 KiIl Disc Golf Champion, shooting a 167, taking home $1,350 and this trophy, Paul Krans.
Congratulations, Paul.
I'd like to obviously shout out Jason for running such a fantastic tournament. This course is perfect. I can't even explain it. Like the how it's played and how it's marked out, perfect. I'd like to thank my aunt and uncle for housing me and feeding and just making my week just so much easier and less stressful. I'd like to thank my dad for coming out. He's such a huge supporter. He helps me stay calm, and he's just always there for me. I'd like to shout out Discmania for supplying me with the discs that they do and for supporting me and believing in me. I'd like to shout out Disc Golf 978 for supporting me. They're the best family that I could be a part of in this disc golf community. Make sure you go shop at their store, and they do such great things for the New England area. That's it. Thank you guys just for, I don't know, just making disc golf such a great sport.
Yeah.
Well said.
Love to hear it. Congrats to Paul Krans, his first pro 8-tier win. I'm sure we'll be hearing more from him in the future.
1044 rated round. Very good.
Yeah, 9 down takes it home. Paul Krans, your 2023 KiIl Disc Golf Championship champion. Thank you to the Norse Gods. Thank you to the Patreon family. You guys make this coverage possible. We appreciate you. Subscribe to HyzerMedia. We got plenty of more tournaments coming out this year. Lots of exciting coverage. You're not going to want to miss it.
Do it.